Hey y'all, my name is Mina. Welcome to my channel, Mina Reads, and today I'm deciding to start a new reading vlog. So I've recently come to the realization that I really do not read anywhere near enough sapphic romance, and as a romance reader I feel like I'm reading so much romance every year, but not enough of it is sapphic, and I kind of hate that. So I decided that this week I'm just going to do a whole vlog devoted to reading some of the sapphic romances that are on my TBR. And yeah, I'm going to take you along on that sapphic reading journey with me. This video is being sponsored by Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa is a sustainable New York based jewelry company. I absolutely love Ana Luisa and I'm really excited to be partnering with them. As I mentioned, they're a sustainable brand. I really love the fact that Ana Luisa currently offsets 100% of their carbon emissions, so they are a completely carbon neutral company from their production to the distribution of their products. I absolutely adore that. I love that they have really beautiful high-end jewelry for a decent price point. Their pricing starts at about $39 for, you know, gold-plated jewelry. It's beautiful. I love them. I love that Ana Luisa is an environmentally conscious brand. I feel like we live in a consumerist society, and of course we're constantly consuming new things. I think that it's important for us as consumers to be aware of our consumption and what impacts our consumption is having on the environment, as well as companies and corporations being aware of their impact on the environment through production and distribution of the things that we're buying. And I just love the fact that Ana Luisa is so conscious of that. I love the fact that they use recycled materials and recycled metals to create their beautiful jewelry. Personally, absolutely love Ana Luisa. I love their core values as a company, their values of sustainability, very earth and environmentally conscious, and I really love that. I love that they are not engaged in any gold mining. They actually just use recycled materials. I love the fact that Ana Luisa is trying to provide luxury jewelry for less, make it more affordable for more people. I absolutely adore that, and I just think that their jewelry is amazing. I wear their jewelry all the time. Basically any jewelry that you ever see me wear in a video is probably Ana Luisa. I love them so much, and I just feel like their pieces are so versatile and they're perfect for every day. Ana Luisa, their jewelry has never done me dirty, never done me wrong. It's just wonderful. I love it. I love it here. So yeah, I would highly recommend checking Ana Luisa out. They have a current summer sale going on. You can get 20% off any of the jewelry on their website. I will leave the link in the description. You should totally check them out. They really have pieces for anyone and everyone. And yeah, thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. And yeah, please be sure to check out the link in my description below. Alright, hi y'all. So I just got back from the park and I started reading Queen's Ransom by Lila Rain, I think. So yeah, I'm like 85 pages into this, I think. I ended on chapter 9. So this is about two characters, Helena and Celia. And so Helena, she's the head of like this Italian crime family called the Madigans, and they're like a family of assassins basically. Is like, you know, it's the 4th book in a series, so there's a lot of like history that you would be privy to if you had read the series in sequential order, but I feel like this does explain most of the background that you need to know to understand what's going on. And Celia, she's a mechanic, which I absolutely love. I don't know why, but I like seeing women in like traditionally masculine jobs. I don't know why, but I think it's really cool. So Celia, she's like this single mother. She's a mechanic, and basically Helena always comes to her auto body shop to get like her motorcycle fixed. So one day Helena's there spending time with Celia getting her motorcycle fixed when the place gets shot up. Helena brings Celia and her family into the Madigans' home so that they can like protect them and figure out who would want to shoot up their place. So this is basically like a romantic suspense novel, like crime elements to it. I really like it. It's really, really good so far. I'm about halfway through it almost, because this book is only like 200 pages, I think. So yeah, I'm already like halfway through, but it's really, really good. I'm loving like the family dynamic of the Madigans and like, you know, the brother and sister dynamic between Helena and her brothers. I really love Celia and Celia's family because, you know, she is a single mother, so she has a good relationship with her mom and like her kids, and it's just, I don't know, it's just cute. It has like a very, very strong, like sweet, healthy family dynamic going on, which is not at all what I was expecting from this like crime family story, but it's really good. And I think that Helena and Celia, they're just really cute together, and there's a lot of scenes of them like sparring and like training for self-defense and stuff together, and I love a good sparring scene. So far so good. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, it's much later in the day, but I finally finished the Queen's Ransom, and I think I'm gonna give it like 3 stars. So when I started talking about it, I mentioned that I was really liking like the suspense crime element, and I did enjoy that. Like, I enjoyed them figuring out who shot up the auto body shop and like what did they do it for. And like I mentioned, this is kind of like, this is the 4th book in a series, so there are some circumstances that like I'm sure would have made a little bit more sense if I had read the other books in the series first. But like plot wise, it was fine, it was interesting, I like that aspect. But I think what really suffered, in my opinion, is the romance element. The romance was just not very strong. I feel like the 2 protagonists, they really only had like 3 notable interactions over the course of the whole book, and it's like, this is a romance. You would assume that they're going to spend time together and there's going to be like some relationship development, some relationship building moments, and there's just not. Like, the first scene that we see them in together is when the auto body shop gets shot up, and then there's another scene later where they're together and like they kiss, and then there's like 2 scenes after that where they like have sex. But other than that, like, they don't spend time together in the book. Like, they spend time thinking about each other while they're doing other things, but they're not together. They don't like talk, they don't have conversations or anything like that. So I feel like the romance element really suffered. Like, I thought they would be a cute couple. Their personalities seemed to mesh well. The scenes, the rare scenes where they were together were cute, but I just feel like there wasn't enough. There should have been more there for me to kind of connect to and for me to root for them more as a relationship. And I feel like I didn't necessarily feel all of those feelings, and it wasn't like, you know, super cute, swoon-worthy romance in that regard. But it was an entertaining enough time. 3 stars, like I said. And I am kind of interested in reading more by this author. Like, I might be interested in starting this series from the beginning just to see what's up with it and get the context, but I don't know. Anyways, I've started reading Satisfaction Guaranteed by Corellia Steets Waters, and I thought that I was going to start with How to Catch a Princess, and I actually did a poll on Instagram and How to Catch a Princess 1 or How to Find a Princess 1, but I decided I wanted to read this one instead. So I read the first chapter of this, and this is basically like an opposites attract, like inheritance romance. I don't know if that's like the actual name of the trope, but you know, like in romances where a character, like their relative will die and they'll leave them something in the inheritance, like they'll leave them a house or like a business or something like that, and then they have to share it with another person. Like that trope, I think it might be called like the inheritance trope, but I don't know. So anyway, it's basically like that. In the beginning of this story, we have 2 characters, Selena and Cade. And so basically Cade's aunt Ruth dies, and Cade's aunt Ruth leaves her a sex shop, and so her and Selena become like the co-owners of the sex shop. But the first chapter of this is like Ruth's funeral, and it's very wild, very kooky. People are like getting high at her funeral, and there's like this really crazy eulogy that gets given. And so it's like, the first chapter was just really funny, and I was like, what's going on? Like, it's very weird, a little bit quirky. Typically I don't enjoy like quirky characters and stuff like that, but for some reason the main, not the main character, but Selena, she's a very like quirky protagonist, but I find her very endearing, so I'm interested to read more. It's good so far. I like it, so hopefully that trend will continue, because I was enjoying the beginning of The Queen's Ransom, and then that one only ended up being 3 stars. So fingers crossed that this one is a winner. Okay, I've come to a realization. Actually, it's not really a realization, but just an observation. I really love romances where the dynamic between the 2 characters is that like one character is super put together. They really have their life just organized. They know what the hell they're doing, very good at being an adult. And the other person is just like a mess. They don't know anything about being an adult, no life skills, whatever. And I love the opposites attract vibe of that, like the super put together, super straight-laced person, and then the person that's just like completely freeballing life. I don't know why, but I love it. I love it so much. Hi friends, I just woke up and I'm sure I look distinctly unattractive at the moment, and that is all my neighbors' fault because they decided to have a party on a Monday night and they were blasting music until like 2 a.m. So we love that journey for me. Actually, we don't. It was horrendous and I really did not sleep, but that's neither here nor there. I wanted to update you guys a little bit about Satisfaction Guaranteed. So honestly, I can't really remember what I've already told you guys about, but you all know the plot. I'm sure I've explained the plot at the very least. So at the part that I'm at, I'm like 100 pages in so far. Where I'm at the moment, our main characters are trying to fix up this business because, as I mentioned, there's kind of this inheritance plot where Cade has inherited her aunt's sex toy shop, but she has to run it with her aunt's friend named Selena. Selena is like a young person, not old or anything. And so her and Selena are like the main romantic, you know, the main romantic couple. Right now, they're trying to make the store work, but they're really not seeing eye to eye on like the same vision that they have for the store and what they should do with it. And it's very funny. There's kind of like a lot of hijinks because Selena is like very bad at business management and like creating a brand and stuff like that. She's really bad at all that stuff. And Cade is being like very businesswoman, very tech savvy, very marketing strategist, and Selena is very much not on the same page. So it's kind of interesting seeing them clash over that. And it's really reminding me of Twice Shy by Sarah Hogel. So I think if you liked that plot with like the whole inheritance thing and the two people who are the inheritors of like a property, but they have two very different visions for what it should be like, if you like that trope, you should probably try this. I would definitely recommend it. But so far so good. I didn't love Twice Shy, but I am really enjoying this. It's just a really fun time. I like the writing, I like the humor in it, and I really like the characters. Okay, hi besties. My camera is balanced a bit precariously on a candle right now, so hopefully it doesn't fall. But I'm about to do my makeup, and I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions for me so I could do like a mini Q&A thing. So we could do that now. Let me see what questions you guys have asked me. Oh wow, speaking of candles, one of the questions says, what's your favorite candle scent? My favorite candle scent is actually the candle that you guys are balanced on, so I don't want to pick it up, but it's called Pumpkin Butter and Honey, and it's amazing. I love it. It smells so good. It's really sweet, and it reminds me of fall. I love it. I don't burn it that often, but it smells amazing. Every time I smell it, it brings me so much happiness and joy. Who are your fave black indie authors? I only read like indie romance authors. I don't read indie books in like other genres. So my black indie romance author recommendations would be Christina C. Jones, Rousey Adams, Nicole Falls, Alexandra Warren, Alexandria House, who else? Chensia C. Higgins. There's a few that I like. I'm about to do my foundation. But the next question that I got was, what made you want to be a booktuber? I like books. I like talking about books, and absolutely nobody in my life gives a fuck about books, and they don't want to hear me ranting about books 24/7. Yeah, the people in my life do not need to be overwhelmed by my obsession with fictional characters. So why do that when I could just unload all those feelings, all those big bookish emotions onto you guys instead of the real people in my life who really do not care about fictional people at all, because they're all very well-adjusted human beings, unlike me. The last book I read in one sitting was probably a volume of Heartstopper. It's a graphic novel, or not a graphic novel, but it's like a comic series about these two boys in high school, and it's like a sweet little high school romance. Trying to do your makeup while not being able to see is actually very hard because I can't tell if my makeup is blended or not, because I'm looking at you guys. I'm trying to look at my mirror. My mirror is a little bit further away than I would like it to be. So yeah, I think the last book that I read in one sitting was Heartstopper. Probably volume 3. I think that's the volume that I'm on right now. So someone asked me if I'm single. Yes, I'm very single, chronically single. Where do you buy your clothes? You always look gorgeous. Thank you for that. You are very kind. I get most of my clothes from either H&M or Shein, which I know Shein's not like the world's best company, so not like heavily endorsing them, but I do get some of my clothes from there. Someone asked me if I listen to audiobooks, and I do. I do have an Audible account. I recently like canceled it because Audible is just so fucking expensive for no reason. So I did have Audible, but I have canceled it. But I also have Scribd, and I use Scribd to listen to audiobooks, or I just listen to audiobooks through my libraries app and I just like borrow them. So there's also that. I will hit you guys up later on when my makeup is done and I've, I don't know, accomplished something. The light is kind of terrible, but I just wanted to show you that I finished my makeup, and it's very basic, but I finished. So Hi, I'm in my local library, but there's no one around. I'm reading this. I'm about 150-ish pages into it. So I'm gonna try and get to like page 200. Then I'm gonna take a lunch break and I'm gonna try a new restaurant that just opened up around my house. And like maybe I'll show you what I get. I don't know. But yeah, that's just a quick update on what I'm doing and where I'm at. But yeah. I'm just gonna quickly show you like this little area near my library, and it's just like grass and there's like hammocks and stuff. It's really cute. Okay, hi besties. I need to go to the pharmacy before it closes because I need to pick up my prescription. But I do just want to say that I did end up finishing this book. I think I'm going to rate it. What am I going to rate it? I think I'm going to rate it like 4 stars. I had a very good time with it. It was really cute. It was really funny. I like the characters. I like their character development. I will say that towards the end of the book, I was a little bit like feeling a bit more meh about it, but there's lots of like yearning, pining, sweetness. I really like the couple together. I like their journey, just like their individual journeys, dealing with like their personal issues as well as their romance together. Like all that was very cute. I will say that my major gripe, like I said, near the end I was feeling a bit meh about it. I think that things just started to move forward very quickly, but also nothing super interesting was happening, and then the ending is just like everything works out perfectly, which is like, obviously it's a romance, so things should end very happily, but it just ended a little bit more unrealistically than I imagined, even for a romance. Y'all, I finally built my bookshelf that has been in a box in my basement for 2 months at this point. I bought it and I just never built it. And it was just ridiculous. Like, why did I not do it? I don't know. But I finally built it. So maybe I'll include like a clip or something of me building it. I don't know. And I was thinking of doing like a bookshelf reorganization video. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that kind of content, or if you don't care. I don't know. Just let me know. So right now I'm watching Criminal Minds because I'm tired. Criminal Minds is my reward to myself because I built that bookshelf, and building it by myself was hard. I'm not Bob the Builder. I'm really not. I think maybe I'll try to read like a chapter or 2 of this before I go to bed. It's already like 9 o'clock, I think. Girl, not this. It's 11 o'clock. I thought it was 9 o'clock. Okay, well, never mind. After I watch this episode of Criminal Minds, I'm going to bed. Tomorrow I have a whole adventure planned, so I'll take you along with me, and hopefully I'll get lots of reading done, but who knows? So this morning I'm planning to go to this coffee shop that opened up kind of recently in my area, so I'm gonna go there and have breakfast and hopefully read a little bit, so extra. But yeah, I'm gonna start reading How to Find a Princess by Alyssa Cole, and I may go to a bookstore today. I heard about this bookstore that's supposedly in my area. I've never seen it before, but I'm gonna go hunting for it. Okay, so I started reading How to Find a Princess, and I read like 20 pages, and so far I do not like it. The vibes are a little bit off for me. It's a little bit depressing, to be honest. Wait a minute. I just found a sapphic Friends to Lovers, and I'm very excited to read it. It's called, what is it called? Party Favors by Erin McClellan, and I will keep you updated. I'm already like 12% in, and so far so good, but things are a little bit awkward between them, so I'm hoping that we'll get over the awkwardness hump soon. Hi friends. So I finished Party Favors and it was really cute. It was also really hot. Like, I was not expecting it, but it was very spicy and I liked it. But Party Favors by Erin McClellan is about these two characters, Amanda and Ren. And Amanda and Ren, they are like online best friends, and they decide that they're going to meet up for New Year's and they're going to like spend a few days together at this resort with all of their friends, and it's going to be like a whole big thing. So basically it's just like a little holiday fling between them, and they decide that they want to progress it into like a real relationship. But it's very cute, it's very sweet, and also it's really spicy. I was not expecting the spice level that I got, but it was so good. Chef's kiss. So I would definitely say that if you're looking for a spicy sapphic romance, highly recommend. If you like friends to lovers, maybe check it out. They definitely have that kind of friendship where it's like the only reason that they're still friends is because they haven't like built up the courage to ask the other person out yet. I don't know, I mean, they are best friends, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like their friendship is, it always has that underlying like, I want to be with you and I want to clap cheeks with you kind of vibe. It's not like super wholesome friendship the whole time. So that's what I'll say on that. But it is really cute. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And now I'm looking for something else to read. So I don't know. I was planning to read How to Find a Princess this week. Like I said, I wasn't really feeling those first, like that first chapter or maybe 2 chapters I read. I was not feeling it. So I don't know what I want to read now. I'll let you know in my next update. Everybody say cheese. So yesterday, in addition to finishing up Party Favors by Erin McClellan, which I really enjoyed, I also ended up reading this other like fantasy, romance, erotica novella. It's called The Witch's Wolves. It's about this, it's kind of like, I was gonna say it's like a Red Riding Hood retelling. It's basically about this girl. She's traveling through the woods and she's being chased by some kind of animal. So she stumbles across this cottage and she goes inside, you know, for safety, and lo and behold, there's 2 like werewolf men that live there, and they're like life partners and stuff. They're very cute together, and basically they kind of decide that they like the girl, they want her to stay with them, and she wants to stay with them. It's really cute. It's very insta-lovey, very steamy. I liked it a lot. It was a good time. It was very cute, very sweet. In fact, I think it should have been longer. Like, it definitely could have been a full-length novel, or it could have been a series or something, because it was very adorable. But this was a new to me writer. I believe her name is Ella Mae McGregor or something like that. This is my first time ever reading anything by her. I think she's a relatively new author. She only has like 2 novellas out, but this novella was really good. It was really well written. It was very sexy. It was also very sweet and like tender, and I loved it. It was just really adorable. So yeah, it was great. So right now it's Saturday evening, and I don't think I'm really gonna read anything else this weekend except Fires of Vengeance by, what's his name? By Evan Winter. And I don't really want to talk about this book in a vlog because this is the 2nd book in a series. I don't want to accidentally spoil this for anyone. So I feel like maybe I'm just going to cut the vlog off here. But thank you so much to you guys for spending some time with me. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. And yeah, please be sure to check out the link in my description below.